the life that I want to lead. I mean, you could tell basically by the way I talk, how I walk, the way I act, especially in the entertainment business. I mean, I really love the business. I love the creative side, not mostly the business, because a lot of people don't like the business side, but mostly the creative side. Now, as you read, yes, I did have a spiritual experience, out of body experience, if you want to call it. And I did have should I say, my spirit had a chance to see heaven and hell. And if you kind of read throughout my stories, you can kind of get a glimpse of the information that I have. I also had to kind of look up information of the levels of heaven, which could be the top heaven, the middle part of heaven, and the lower heaven. Which the top part of heaven, which is heaven itself, the middle part, which is the earth itself. Basically, we're supposed to be in some kind of heavenly realm, and then the lower part of heaven, which is hell itself. And then, if you're a scholar or archaeologist, you can kind of, well, as a scholar, you can kind of understand the different levels, the different angels, especially what's called the hierarchy of the angels in heaven, the hierarchy of the demons and everything in hell. You can kind of figure out a little bit as an archaeologist. You can kind of dig up things from the past, learn from past history. If anyone has ever watched the documentary, which is called The Historical Chronicles, Volume 1 and Volume 2, you can kind of see the history of mankind, which I mostly talk about mankind itself, from Adam and Eve to the Roman cultures, to the Greek cultures, to the Minoans, probably the Manoans, which was the ones in the flood, the culture in the flood. Then you'll probably read about cultures from all throughout Europe, through Africa. Because if you think about it, talking about slavery, which was not only in the United States, but it did happen in Europe as well as Africa itself. So a lot of people probably don't think of slavery as just being anywhere else but around here. People think about slavery. Okay, as you go through, like I said, each documentary about my life, basically about the books that you read, you can kind of understand some of the things that happen. And I guess when you thinking about me being a writer, I think the dream became reality in 2001 when my first poem, Love, was published on the internet. The internet is pretty a good tool to use, especially when you're trying to promote to people around the world. But going to different radio stations, television stations, is pretty good too. Going to different libraries to promote is also good. Traveling can help you as well. And for me, especially when it becomes, or should I say when I came into the music aspect of it, is